there are a couple of different ways you can do first box now, and at least one of them is arguably easier than like what I do, for example. It's just way slower. But it does mean, you know, anybody wanting to get into any percent has a slightly less horrible time, potentially. Yo, thanks, A-Pop. Good to see you. So what are you doing? Hang on. So what are you doing exactly for first box? Looks like you get in that spot against the rocks to buffer the inputs in some sort. It's not buffering the inputs. It's to like get consistent spacing. Because like you can make adjustments, obviously, like you can let go of the stick a little bit to move less far forward with each bounce, but it's like obviously very inconsistent because you're just doing that manually every time, or like arguably less consistent. So Jazz and I found that like a little spot you can go to, and like it just sets up like a sequence of bounces that's definitely not, it's not like really consistent because you still have to make some adjustments every time because it's not perfect, but it's like, in our opinion, it's better than just approaching the box and making adjustments like on the fly, like people used to do. Some people still do that because it is the fastest way still to do it, but. Like there's no faster way to get past the ramp other than just going straight for it, but like you obviously, because of how precise it is, you need to bounce in like roughly the same places every time, otherwise your spacing just won't be right and you won't get past the box. So setups pretty much all revolve around building consistency with how you approach it and your spacing. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot harder to build muscle memory if you're just going to approach the box with like whatever spacing that you happen to have on that particular run. And then you just have to make adjustments that are different every time. Whereas yeah, if you can get as close as possible to the box and then begin your setup, that means you have as little, like there's as little room as possible between you and the box to like make human like inaccuracies and errors. Like right now, every little bit of like error that I'm making doesn't matter because as long as I get to this spot on the right bounce, which is that one, then now is where all my inputs actually matter, really. That's like the idea behind going to that corner, and it only loses. I think it means you get past the box 1 or 2 bounces later than if you just went straight for it. So it loses at most a bit over 2.5, a bit under 2.5 seconds. So, you know, ideally you don't do that, but with this skip more than almost any other skip, you need to sacrifice some speed for consistency because of how hard it is. And there's it's not recent, but it was first put into the task of this category. Sliding on this thing also acts in the same fashion. It slides you off to roughly the same spot every time. So like your movement, as long as you get there like in time, your movement doesn't matter so much, or your accuracy. It's only after you slide off that bit of metal that stuff actually really matters, and it doesn't make doing that, getting past that box any easier actually, because it was already very easy to begin with. It actually makes it more difficult, but it's faster. So and at the very least, if I didn't slide off that metal, it would be even harder. And that ramp is still the same as it always has been. There's no difference with it. These eco crates has new strats, I guess. Which is breaking those two sets of crates. Usually you break the ones on the right and then the second single stack, but I'm now breaking the big quad stack of crates instead. It's more direct, and so therefore it's faster. Which is something that's been known about for ages and ages. It's just less consistent than what everybody else has been doing. And then we have it. Oh, are you kidding me? Just fucking rolled past the cell. That's the first time I've ever tried doing a roll jump there, and that might be the last time. God damn it. I almost did not want to get lava walk there because like I'm not warmed up. I mean, I did do practice, like warm up at the start of the stream, but like, I don't know. I wouldn't have minded getting lava walk maybe after 2 or 3 fire canyon skips. I guess I can't complain. That's a fucking terrible camera angle, what the fuck, it's not normal. It slowed me down a bit. I'm lucky I didn't lose my eco right there actually. Camera behaved a little bit differently to how it normally does. Obviously the camera is like relatively consistent with this, but obviously if you execute it slightly differently, then the camera is inclined to do sometimes drastically different things. So when I say the camera's behaving differently, I generally mean that's because I've done something slightly different. Unintentionally, of course. I don't know how I didn't not make it over there. What's up, zombie? And know me. See how this one shakes out, shall we? Before I started runs, I was practicing pause buffers because every time I get to Citadel recently, and when I was doing all flies runs, my pause buffers were a load of ass. So my fucking heart just leapt into my mouth there. I was not very good, but I didn't do anything stupid like hit a cutscene or something. Now we just gotta maybe hit some 1 frames. I'm not going for the first one. Like I wasn't breathing for that entire 2 minutes.
Right ego, it does exist. They must not be allowed to get it. White ego, that could be the stuff to change me back. Or it might stop that robot. Stay fuzzy, save the world. Choices. Okay, fine. We'll save the world, but do it quickly before I change my mind.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh. Yes, dude. Fuck. Oh. Nice effing run. Holy shit. What was that, like, first run? Second run, maybe?
Well, it looks like I may have
I don't even remember. I mean, no, it wasn't actually like the second run, but fuck me. That was like, what is my uptime? 45 minutes? That's including like 15 minutes of practice at the start, 20 minutes. Maybe even more. Fucking hell, that's so fast.
Jak, you have an incredible talent for channeling eco.
Stream title didn't lie.
You've been right about this one after all.
Stream title was factuals.
Without your help and ingenuity,
Yo, zombie, fucking hell, thanks for the gift subs, man. Too kind.
perhaps we found another sage.
Well,
now
shit.
that Gall and Maya are lost. Yes, Gall and Maya. The Dark Eco probably destroyed.
Kind of surprised that was only a 245 final boss with second and third one frames.
Bring 'em on. We can take 'em again.
But fuck.
I said,
Right, don't fucking start critiquing it when it literally just happened. Like, fuck.
put it on ice,
Shut up.
big guy.
Thanks, guys. Hey, it took me a week. I'm happy that it took me a week. I didn't get it like on day one. Like, I didn't just fluke that shit. I had to go through a really shit day on Wednesday. And then I stuck with it for a couple more days and I got better again. And bang. First FCS of the day. This is pretty much the all I wanted to accomplish already. I wanted to get at least sub 1550, and this is pretty good. It's not, there's time save in this obviously, but what milestone is there even to push for? I could push for a sub 1540, but that's kind of stupid. I might do that anyway though, not gonna lie. What else am I gonna spend my time doing? Might as well make the most of it, right? Oh fuck, have I gotta like turn this into a fucking trifecta now or something? I don't even know how to do... No, I can't do that. I would, but I literally haven't run Jak 2 in what feels like 2 years. And Jak 3, I'll just fuck it. I ain't doing that. maybe we start doing some trifecta runs though, eh? That might be the strat. Maybe I start derusting Jak 2 and 3. We keep going with any percent. You never know, maybe I'll beat this. This, to be fair, like this is what maybe not quite this good, but this is almost like what my old PB should have been. I just like screwed up rockets so badly because it was the old rocket. This is what I'm capable of with the new rocket. Obviously I had new strats in Fire Canyon Skip to help me, but my Fire Canyon Skip time is only like just over a second better than what I had before. Yes. Yes. Let's fucking go. Dude, oh my god. At the end of Lava Tube, do you guys remember at the end of Lava Tube, I got off the zoomer and I roll jumped towards the portal, and it was such a bad roll jump. Normally if the roll jump's that bad, you like roll jump and you hit the button and you fuck up the cut, and like you have to watch the cutscene and it's just run over. But the roll jump was so bad that I actually just hit the portal and it like saved me. Like it was such a bad roll jump that it was actually like safe because I just bonked on the portal instead of hitting the button. Like I shit myself as soon as I did that roll jump, and then I just got saved by, I don't know. It's like mission failed successfully right there. I really was thinking about like, do I just not do the roll jump because I don't feel good about it? And then I just went for it because I said fuck it, I guess, and then it almost backfired, and really it should have. I deserved to lose the run right there because it was so bad, but guess I deserve some good fortune. Fuck me. Thanks for the bits, Turbo. Appreciate it, man. Sheesh. This one you want in ESA? I'm not submitting this to ESA. At least not anytime soon. I probably never will submit it to ESA. I definitely do not feel relaxed by now. The adrenaline is still going. My heart is not thumping anymore. My heart feels pretty much normal, but I feel like on edge, you know. Very much so. My hands are still shaking a little bit. I was like not shaky during the final boss though, I have to say. I was like holding my breath. Right, well, I mean shit. I might as well. I've almost made it a tradition now to just quickly go over. Wait, let me first of all, I gotta get the screenshot. We obviously gotta get the screenshot. Cool. But then, what's my? I got some golds in there. I don't know how many. I think maybe just the one. What's my summer best now? I don't know why I still have this comparison. 1659. This is like a really old PB. But let's take a quick peek at. Like where the time save is, where like let's have a little quick post-run analysis. Right. Be sure to include Peepo Banana. Oh yeah, Peepo Banana's in there. Don't you worry. Wait, actually, I just lied. Peepo Banana's not in there. I'm so sorry. Maybe next time. Okay. So, where are we? Geyser. This isn't a very good Geyser, but it's also not as bad as it seems. This gold is a lie, because this gold is with previous, like, starting methods. So, I'm actually just going to delete it. I have a better... my best Geyser time, actually, I remember it. It's something like a... Don't say it. Don't say it. Samos.
Holy yuck!
Shut the fuck up.
What could that be?
Wow!
Wow.
Ancient precursor door. It looks like it will only open if we fill all 100 holes with power cells.
I'm not filling 100 holes, motherfucker. I've got 8. Take it or leave it. 8 power cells. Take it or leave it. Anyway, I was getting sidetracked. My best time is like a 111. Fucking. I know I have got a 111.54, so let's just chuck that in. So this Geyser is like definitely not bad. It's just not like I can pretty consistently get sub 112 when I'm warmed up, but like that's nothing really. Sandover Village. Oh, yeah, I lose a little bit of time because I'm on a slower PS2, but it's not that bad. This is like pretty minimal time loss as well. I don't remember anything particularly bad happening in Sandover Village. Maybe some slightly unoptimal lines, I don't know. But there's nothing really. I might just shave a couple attempts there consistently. Fire Canyon. So this, I actually lost. I must have lost like a second and a half, 2 seconds, because I roll jumped past the cell at the end. So really, I could have got a 58 or a 57. So there's a couple of seconds to be saved here. In Fire Canyon skip, for sure. The actual skip itself was like, as far as I remember, pretty much flawless for the strats I was trying to use. I just messed up this grabbing the cell at the end. Rock Village. Sure, there's half a second there. I can actually reduce this gold, so there's a little bit of time save here, but it's not much. Really picking and choosing. The Klaww Skip could have been cleaner. I actually zoomed before I did the Klaww Skip. Like, I went behind Klaww and then I zoomed in, and I haven't been doing that recently, and I did it like without even thinking in this run, and it just threw me off, but didn't matter. I still got lava walk, so you know, cool, I guess. Mountain pass, I made a slight mistake. The camera went fucking weird, and then I bonked into a tree, and I got lucky that I didn't lose my eco. But luckily, time loss. I'm not likely to ever get close to this gold. This gold is stupid. I don't even know how I got it. It's from like ages ago. So I'm not likely to get below a 118 in Mountain Pass anyway. I usually play it safe because you don't want to go too fast in Mountain Pass for the sake of like a couple attempts, you know. So you usually play it safe when you're on good pace. When you're on any % world record pace, you don't risk it in Mountain Pass. It's just not. It's insanity. Rocket. This rocket can be faster, but it's like, I mean, it's still good. I'll take that easily. Lava tube skip was fire. There's like no hesitation. Again, can always be better. Like I can just take things more risky, do slightly faster strats. But for what I did, perfectly happy. 112 is very good. When there's that much pressure on, 112 is very good. Very happy with that. And then lava tube, I golded it, I guess, somehow. Clean driving, clean oranges. Citadel. Citadel, this is probably the worst split. I mean, obviously, you can just see from the time loss. It's the worst split because I failed what? I failed one pause buffer. I roll jumped into the portal and almost threw my entire run. But I didn't, luckily. And then I lose a bit of time on, because I have a slower PS2. On the load at the top of Citadel. Yeah, and then I got 2 out of 3 1 frames. I got both the ones I actually tried to get. I didn't go for the first one, and then I didn't get a great spawn, but it wasn't the worst. So yeah, there's really like there's little bits throughout the run, but that's always the case. Unless you gold everything, there's always going to be little bits here and there. But there's like the only notable thing really is Citadel with that the mishap with the portal, and then like. I don't know, like, that's really it. Everything else is just so small that I don't know if I'd call that proper time save. It's just, yeah, there's a little bit here. Like, yeah, there's a little bit in Klaww, there's okay, maybe there's a 1.5 seconds in Fire Canyon skip at the end, but that's pretty much it. So, like, imagine trying to, like, compared to this run, trying to save off 5.5 seconds, like it's certainly doable. It's just who really wants to do that? I know I don't really want to, but yeah. Cheers Wotan and Gregorius as well, and anyone else. Thanks a lot for the congrats. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for being here. It's pretty much the God run. Nah. Definitely wasn't the God run, but it was a good run. This run is better than I don't know if I could go as far as saying this run's better than the PB I just beat. I think the PB I just beat might be better for the strats that it does. They're kind of like equal really. But I had the benefit in this run of having a rocket uppercut strat that's way more consistent, and also I had a couple of little additional like time saves optimizations. That's how I managed to cut 10 seconds off my PB. Yeah, but for the Fire Canyon skip I did here, I executed here as harder, so you know, skill non-issue I guess. Even if the rest of the run wasn't quite as good, the Fire Canyon skip was harder, and that's a big deal. Anyway, that's the run. And yeah, well, what the fuck do I do now?